They thought the knocking was coming from the walls, but the walls weren't knocking back. Something underneath the house was. The Ramirez family moved into the house for one reason. It was cheap. Too cheap for a 3-bedroom home built in the 1950s. The realtor said it had good bones. No one asked whose bones. The first week was normal. The second week, the sounds started. At exactly 2:30 a.m. every night, a dull thump echoed through the floor. Not pipes. Not rats. It was slow, rhythmic, like footsteps, underground. They ignored it, until their 6-year-old son Mateo said, "Daddy, the man under my bed is walking again." They checked. Nothing. 3 nights later, the sound moved. From under Mateo's room, to the hallway, to directly beneath the kitchen. That's when the smell started. Damp earth, metal, something old. While cleaning the basement, Mrs. Ramirez noticed a draft behind a shelf. Cold air, breathing outward. They moved the shelf. Behind it was a metal door. No handle, no lock, just scratches, deep scratches. From the inside, the door hadn't been mentioned in any building plans. Against their better judgment, they forced it open. Behind it was a narrow tunnel. Concrete walls, barely wide enough to crawl, stretching into darkness. The flashlight beam revealed something carved into the walls. Names. Dates. Some crossed out. One name appeared again and again. Ramirez. They hadn't lived there yet. 20 feet in, they found a child's shoe. Mateo's size. Covered in dried mud. They heard breathing. Not ahead of them. Behind them. The basement door slammed shut on its own. From deep in the tunnel, a voice whispered, perfectly mimicking Mateo's voice, "Mommy, I got lost again." They ran. The next morning, police sealed the tunnel. City records showed it connected to 6 houses on the block. All former owners had disappeared. Declared missing. Never found. Except one. Under the Ramirez house, 30 feet below the tunnel floor, they found a small room. Inside were family photos. Updated. Recent. Including one that hadn't been taken yet. A picture of the Ramirez family standing in their living room, smiling. Behind them, in the hallway shadow, someone else was standing too. The tunnel was filled with concrete the same day. The knocking stopped. But every night at 2:30 a.m. Mateo still wakes up and says, "The man under the house is angry." He says the door is only closed, not gone. If your house ever makes noise from beneath the floor, don't listen. Don't investigate. Because some tunnels aren't meant to connect places. They're meant to collect people.